Well, g'day, and welcome back again to Jiaoqing, and we are still after the last video in the 7-Star Lake area, and we're going to go and have a little look around here, just have a look at tourists in here, which I'm not sure how many there will be. We're at the last day of May Day holiday, so a lot of tourists are probably traveling home at the moment. But if we spin our camera around here, we can see just up ahead of us here is the entrance that we've just come in. It's the East Gate. Over behind here we have a wonderful cave, and then here we have little electric vehicles. You can actually jump on one of these and travel around the area, because it is quite a long walk, especially for elderly people. So we have a number of people walking in. I was actually hoping to get here sometime in the last couple of days, but it has been raining absolutely non-stop for the last week really. Today's the first day we've seen blue skies in quite some time. I actually took a ride up Friday, sort of right up the other end up here, up the northern end of the lake, up along the main road, and cars were backed up for miles waiting to get into the car park, just parked on the side of the road waiting to be able to move up, get into the car park. So even with the rain, this place was absolutely chock-a-block full. Oh, we have one of these vehicles coming around the road now. So these are all electric powered, so they're very, very quiet. So yeah, even with the rain, like I rode around sort of the outside of this area the other day, and all the car parks were absolutely chock-a-block. I wanted to pull out the camera and just film the car parks to show you, but it was so busy. It was just unbelievable. So we're not going to walk all the way around here. We're just going to sort of go to the main touristy areas, give you a little look at that, and get out of here. So it's only going to be a quick video. I do have a video showing you right the way around 7-Star Lake, somewhere going back about 6 months on the channel. But so yeah, we're not going to do that again. We might actually go and make another video. We'll actually plan out a little bit more, because the last video was just walking around and talking. I didn't really know much about video making back then. But yeah, so we might go and redo one, make it a little bit shorter and a little bit more concise and to the point in the future. So here we have a beautiful, beautiful viewing platform looking out over the sort of lake area. We'll duck up here and have a quick look. So here we can, oh wow, we've got these boats down here we can go for a tour around on. Have the wonderful crags sticking up here. Bridge over there to get up to the other side, and then more over this side. And a lot of these, so you can actually see a viewing platform up there. I'm not sure that we're going to go up to the top of any of these today. It is a long, long walk. But yeah, like I say, if you want to go and see what's up on top of these places, they are available elsewhere. Okay, up to the right here, I believe we have a big children's playground area up behind here with, you know, carnival rides as opposed to just being a playground. But we're just going to let the video fast forward from here and work our way through and get to the main tourist area and just go and have a little look at that. So they've obviously closed the playground area off. They've never really got a lot of people in there anyway. And there's a wonderful flower display here. So you can see people up having their photo taken. That looks really cool. Okay, let's carry on. So we're heading now into the sort of central area here. So we've got a KFC coffee shop here, set up in a little trailer. And then we're going to cross the bridge here and get our way over to sort of the central area. So we can see on the right here a heap of boats out here which people can hire. I'm not sure if they're powered or are they pedal boats, or I think they might be electrically powered, I think. Oh wow, look down here at all the fish down here. Wow, there's so many. We're going to see even more as we get over here where you actually feed the fish. I don't know how well we can see this, but over on the right here we have a it's called the, what is it called, the iron bridge or something, a steel sort of swing bridge. You can walk across, it moves, bounces up and down and stuff. Can be quite off-putting. If we head over this way, have things like little archery places and stuff like that to go and do that sort of thing. A lot of little touristy shops all the way around here, selling all sorts of things. And then we have these little lakes in the center here, and these are all stocked with fish. But we're actually going to go around a little bit further, find where everybody's feeding the fish, and watch the fish go crazy for food. It is funny to watch. So yeah, I wish it hadn't been raining the last few days. I really wanted to come and show you what this place is like during holiday season, but it was just too wet. Here we have somebody throwing food off, and all the fish coming up looking for something to eat. Wow. They are always hungry. They have these couple of buildings which are really interesting. Sort of they're built to sort of resemble boats. I think this was a restaurant. I don't know if they're still operating or not. I know they used to be restaurants. I don't know what's happening in them now. Okay, if we have a look down here, actually we might get a good look right down along the lake from here. So yeah, a lot of the people who are here today are probably locals, taking the opportunity to come and have a look at their tourist area now that a lot of the tourists are on their way home. But I can't confirm that. Look at these boats. So all these you can hire. Looks like they are electrically powered. There are paddle boats around somewhere as well. We have all these pathways out here heading out over the water, right at water level. They look really good. So yeah, things are a little bit quieter than is normally the case. We actually had a interesting dinner the other night. I was actually out at one of our teachers' houses, Frankel, and we were playing around. He was sort of showing me this new AI tech stuff that they're using here, you know, making avatars of yourself basically, and so we made one to look like me, and ended up recording a message for young Emily from Yun Fu, just sort of saying happy May Day, rah-de-rah. It was really cool, and sent this message to her, and 5 minutes later I get a message from her mum. Oh, we're in Jiaqing, we're buying a new car. What are you doing for dinner? Do you want to come for dinner? So we ended up going out for dinner, had a good night with them. Yeah, it was just such a weird thing. Send them a message, which I haven't messaged them for a few weeks. We haven't really spoken. And the day that I messaged them, oh yeah, we're in Jiaqing, come and hang out with us. So yeah, we had a really good dinner. It was a really good night. Rode back home in the rain. It was still raining. It's actually, last time I was in Yun Fu, you know, it's during the winter time, it was cold, it was properly cold. And when I got there, I'd sort of thought about ordering some clothes, some winter clothes, because I knew I was going to be there for a couple of weeks. Thought there would be time for stuff to get delivered there, because normally deliveries here are, you know, a couple of days at the most. But because it was a vacation, everything was closed. They weren't going to be able to deliver stuff for ages. So when I got home, I ordered a heap of winter stuff, you know, warm jumpers and jackets, and spent a fortune on clothing. Could wear them for about 3 days before the weather turned and it got hot again. So I've got all these clothes sitting in my cupboard that haven't actually been worn yet, that I'm waiting for next winter for. But yeah, I go out to see them, and I'd sort of been out all day, and you know, went out wearing shorts and t-shirt because it wasn't cold. It was raining, but it wasn't cold. And by the time we met up with them to have dinner, it's night time and it's bloody freezing again. So yeah, it appears that every time I hang out with them, I'm going to be cold. So yeah, we will have to come back here another day when it's really busy. Yeah, generally the videos that I do, I generally try and stay away from crowds. I try and pick times to go places where it's not going to be too busy, so that I can pass information on and give you a good look at stuff. So all around here we actually have signs. So you've got Chinese, we've got English, we've got, I'm not sure what this language would be, and it looks like French down here. So there's 4 different languages, and these signs are dotted all around the place, so you can always find information. It is very, very well signed in here. You can always find information on where you are, what you're looking at. Just about every sign is multiple languages. It's not just in Chinese, which is really good. But yeah, as I was saying, I normally go places where things are a little bit quieter, and that tends to just make it easier to actually show you things, not get stuck in crowds and the like. But we will have to come and actually show you some of these places when they are busy, because it's a whole nother thing. Yeah, I was actually watching a video from, I can't remember whose channel it was, but she was talking about the crowds and everything, and it was a recent video. It was about not traveling during the holiday because it's too busy. And I sort of commented on her video because this was an experience I had recently when I was in Yun Fu. If you've been watching those videos, you will know that we actually took a trip down to Shenzhen and had a fabulous time. And I've been to Shenzhen a few times, and this time was the quietest it's ever been. So we have down here, we have a cave running through here, and then in here we have all this old writing up on the walls. We're actually going to go up the top. We'll give you a look at that, but because it's amazing. But yeah, all this ancient writing. I don't know how old all of this is. There are signs around to tell, but we're just blitzing through things at the moment. If you want to see that stuff, go back to previous videos and have a look. So yeah, our trip to Shenzhen was really, really quiet, surprisingly quiet in Shenzhen. Like I say, I've been there a few times before. Shenzhen has always been busy, busy, busy. And this time, because Shenzhen has grown so much over the past few years. Okay, now we don't want to go down this one, we want to go into the next one. Because Shenzhen in the last 40 years has grown so much, you know, gone from a collection of villages into a major, major, major city. It has just, you get to holidays like New Year's. Is this the one we want to go up to? Yes, I think it is. Because it has grown so much, when you get to holidays, everybody goes home. Everybody is. So here we see writing up on the walls here. And then we come inside here and look at this. It's just, it is amazing. Truly stunning. So all this is apparently poetry. And it's all around the walls. And then if we head over to the other side here, it carries on. And then we have the cave. And this goes right through to the other side of the crags. We're not going to go down there now. You can actually get a boat ride and actually travel on a boat through here. It's absolutely beautiful. Well worth it if you find yourself in Jiaqing. Definitely something worth doing. Take one of those boat rides through the cave. It's gorgeous. And then all the water dripping down from the top of the mountain. It's absolutely beautiful. It's lovely and cool in here as well. So, yeah, as I was saying, the people of Shenzhen, their holidays, they all go home. So when I went to Shenzhen this last time, it was, well, I wouldn't say quiet by Australian standards, but by Chinese standards, it was really quiet. It was really nice. Getting around the city, the traffic, there were hardly any cars on the road. It was absolutely beautiful. A beautiful time to visit Shenzhen. So yeah, this video I was watching, I actually commented and said, look, if you want to go on a holiday during the holidays, I recommend you go to Shenzhen because it's fantastic. None of the tourist places were really crowded. There were a lot of people around, but you know, not excessively so. Whereas a lot of smaller places actually probably get much, much busier during holidays. You know, a lot of places, you know, like Shenzhen, a lot of people leave to go back home and they come from everywhere. So, you know, Jiaqing, there's a lot of people coming back to Jiaqing for the holiday. There'd be a lot of people going back to Yunfu, back to all the smaller villages and stuff. So a lot of those places are actually probably a lot busier. But somewhere like Shenzhen, and I don't know if there's other cities that are large, you know, have a largely imported population like Shenzhen. That may well be the only one. But yeah, Shenzhen's a great place to go during holidays because you actually get some peace and quiet. Okay, so we're heading over this. So this is a bridge we saw right back at the beginning. We're actually going to head over here and then back around to the left, head back to the East Gate entrance, back on the bike and head back home and try and get these videos sorted out and get them up. Here we have these gorgeous lines here. So, okay, here we have steps, so these heading up to the top of the mountain. And these lines guarding the entrance. And then here we have a map of the area. So, okay, so this is where we came in. Here's where we started the video. So we've actually walked around here and then back down along this way, and we're just coming up to this bridge here, and we're going to head back around this side. So, yeah, and you can see on this sign here, we've got English writing under all of the different things. We will actually, I think, come back and do another video out here and actually give you a really good look around the whole area, because it is well worth the video. I don't know that the first video I made, that was very, very early in my video creating days, and I wasn't really sure what I was doing. I'm still not really sure what I'm doing, but I think I could do a better video than I did the first time. So as we get up onto the top of the bridge up here, we'll have a look right around. So we can see we've got more crags over here to our right. And then these head right the way around here, looking absolutely beautiful. Oh, we have a boat coming down along the water, going to come underneath us. So the main part of the city is over this way. So this tall tower here is Star Lake Hotel. Just near there is Paifong Square, the main shopping centre. And then back over this side, more of these wonderful crags. You can just see the top of the tower up the top there. You can go up, sit in there in the shade. And then the lake over this way, and then our boat should be coming just underneath us now. Electric motor in there, so very quiet. Yeah, like I say, I'm disappointed that we sort of missed the tourist rush this time, but we'll be sure to try and do that another time, come in and give you a good look. Oh, another bus load. Don't know what type of rocks these are, but really white sort of coloured rocks going right the way up these crags. I'd love to know how these were actually formed. So if we look back up at this one here now, see that white streaking through all the rocks. But yeah, how they were formed, I'd love to try and find out a little bit about the geology of this area and how this place came about, because it is truly, truly beautiful. More shops here, so you can get bottles of water or other drinks, ice creams, all that sort of stuff. Like any tourist places, very expensive here. A bottle of water that costs 2 RMB out in the street, in here you're paying 8, 9 RMB. So they, just like tourist places anywhere, prices are jacked up. It's probably not just greed. It's probably because they actually make less money. You know, they have less clientele a lot of the time. You know, it's really busy on the weekends, but during the week they're probably not making much, so they have to get their money somehow. Look at these again, these tree roots coming down. Wow, that's amazing. So we've got this huge big tree up above us, and then it's sort of sat into the rocks there, but then the root system coming all the way down until it can get into the ground. It's incredible. Have another little cave in here. So these are filled with little caves. Apparently a number of these places, and I'll have to confirm this, but I have heard a story that a number of these places in here were used by sort of the rebels fighting against the Japanese back in the day. Apparently up in Dinghu Mountain there's a quite an important place regarding the fight against the Japanese, but I haven't managed to find where it is yet. I've got to have to do some more digging to try and find out about that. I think a lot of these buildings here, and I'm sort of, well, not guessing entirely, but I think they were in the past the actual homes for monks and things like that. In years gone past. There is a temple up in here, up sort of halfway up one of the mountains, which we'll get up sometime and have a look, you know, next time we do a video out here. Next time we do a video out here, we might actually grab one of these cars and just do a tour right the way around, because that'll make life much easier. And we are heading back, so we're now back at the main area where we started, just up on our right here, which we'll see underneath the trees here. You'll see the little pavilion in there, which is where we did our first video about the Constitution of China. And then up ahead of us again, the East Gate. So yeah, unfortunately, we've sort of missed the main crowds due to the weather here over the last few days. It was just impossible to get out and film. It's been way too wet, really quite heavy rain, thunder and lightning and all that stuff. But yeah, like I say, from the car parks, this place was still chock-a-block, full of tourists. Thousands and thousands of them. But yeah, due to the weather, we couldn't get out and see that. So we'll have a look next time we're out here. We'll try and get another holiday and show you something like that. Also was hoping to get up to Dinghu Mountain as well, but we couldn't make that happen either due to the weather. So yeah, we'll do that in the future, but I hope you've enjoyed that little look around at what's going on here. Like I say, it's the last day of the May Day holiday. We're back to work tomorrow, classes again tomorrow and Tuesday. So yeah, getting back to real life again. So thanks for watching, everybody. If you've enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share with friends. If you have any questions, comments, hit us up in the comment section down below. And if you through the gate, and if you have anything you would like to learn about life here in China, if you get any ideas for a video, something that maybe you'd like to to hear more about, hit us up in the comment section. If you come up with a good idea, we will endeavour to bring that to you. So just before we finish, so this is actually a national park of China, a key national park of China, appointed by the State Council of the PRC 1982. It's a national tourist attraction appointed by the Ministry of Culture and Tourism of the PRC. And then over here we have a large map with all the area. Lots of, actually, so let's just read this one. Located in Jiaqing City, Guangdong Province, Scenic area covers a total area of 19.56 square kilometres, including 7-star Crag Scenic Area and Dinghu Mountain Scenic Area. It has a long history and famous scenic tourist spots. So down here is the sort of 7-star crags, and then up, what are we, 18 kilometres to get to the Dinghu Mountain Scenic Area. And there's lots more to be seen here. So thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe, take care. We're going to jump back on our little bike and head our way home. So we will see you all in the next one. Cheers.